Uncover the hidden world of political campaigns in just 5 minutes. Join me, your host, David Washington, on Countertop Politics every Monday for exclusive campaign insights, tantalizing innuendo, and the secret sauce behind successful political campaigns. Don't miss out. Let's go. All right. You know what time it is. It's Monday morning, 10 o'clock, or whenever you get to this. It's the Countertop Politics podcast with yours truly, your favorite political innovator, David Washington of J and Washington LLC and Door to Door I4, our marketing company. Door to Door has been around longer than both J&W and M&W. I believe our marketing company that deals with, traditional canvassing, digital canvassing, design work, creative design work, et cetera, that's been around. I think we're celebrating our 6th year under the leadership of Victoria Rampersad. Okay, so saying that, this is an episode that I'm surprised I haven't done before. However, I want to tell you those AI tools that are our go-to, here at J&W and Door to Door. And let's get to it. First, and this is in no specific order, maybe it is Gemini. Gemini AI, brought to you by Google, is a perfect fit for me because Gemini AI tool is integrated in all things Google. And for J and Washington and also Door to Door, we're in the Google Workspace. So Gemini, the Pro, is automatically added to the services we get in the Google Workspace or Google Suite. So I'm really excited by that. And I don't know why I do know why I didn't use Gemini when it first came out, because I just wasn't satisfied with some of the answers it would give me, particularly because the information was dated and it was hesitant to touch on any type of political issues. So I went to other AI agents, tools to get the answers that I need. And over time, of course, Gemini adjusted so that the others, and so each of these tools that I use serve its purpose. But I do want to preface this, as with Gemini and the others, each AI tool has a distinct role for what I need to do here at J and Washington and Door to Door. Each tool has a certain job to do that I assign it. And when I do my prompts, my prompts have evolved, okay? And my prompts are becoming more than just 1 or 2 sentences. They're becoming paragraphs because I know what I want, and I'm also implementing context engineering. I want to give the AI tool as much context as I have in order for it to do what it needs to do and give me the information that I need. So saying that, I train each of these AIs about who I am, J&W, Door to Door, what we do, et cetera, and I assign each AI a certain role within my business network, and also a little bit of my personality, particularly when I'm doing something for, a podcast episode, like my show notes, or I'm putting together a proposal for services for a potential client, et cetera. So next is Perplexity. I love using Perplexity. I use Perplexity to complement the other work that I do, but I use it more for like business planning, to help me in a way that I know that I have my limitations, as far as business. So I let Perplexity pick up the slack and plan out how to scale my business and things like that. So I use Perplexity to help me as far as making business decisions. Period. Uh, Next is Anthropic's Claude. I love Claude. I love all of these. I love Claude because I use Claude for image generation and also for creating those articles for the blog, our newsletter, the Informer, my show notes for my podcast episodes, if I follow them. Uh, but things like that I use Claude for. And I really enjoy the back and forth with Claude in regards to producing those documents, those resources for our business. Next, which I've been using a lot lately, X, formerly known as Twitter. Elon Musk created Grok, Grok, Grok. Their AI is phenomenal. And I use Grok particularly to look up policy. You know, if there's a certain policy, like recently, I forgot his name, not Heather Pierce, Paul Atkins of the Securities Exchange Commission came out with his crypto game plan, the crypto plan that is one of Trump's achievements that he would like to see happen before the end of the year. And so I just, because Gronk is right there on X, I just jump in and say, okay, I need to know as much as possible in simple terms about the crypto plan for America. What's the game plan? Also, more about policy. I used it recently to research some of the policy changes in regards to the Food and Drug Administration. I also use it to research the One Big Beautiful Bill. I love using Grok for those purposes. Very research heavy. Next is ChatGPT, the original. Okay, the the standard that everyone uses. I like using ChatGPT for relatively simple tasks for the businesses, coming up with titles for my podcast, or just throw some ideas out there in regards to business planning or planning for my clients, or preparing a proposal or a contract. So I use Chat GPT for that, also for creating graphics that we would use in any of our tools, any of our resources, like the newsletter, the Informer, the blog on our website, or creating concepts for logos. So I like doing that with ChatGPT. And then one of the things that I like to just goof around in is Deep Six. I'm sorry, Deep Six. That's a movie, for goodness sake. Deep Seek. Deep Seek. That's an AI that was built on the OpenAI platform. Trained on ChatGPT. It's a Chinese product. And I go in there just to, throw out some ideas and just kind of think about, some ideas and what could come from those ideas, and it just spark some ingenuity and some innovation. I do want to add these two things. First is StreamYard. StreamYard is the platform we use to produce our videos, our podcasts. And so they have editing tools that I like using to create our shorts, to edit our long form content. So that's another AI resource that we use regularly. And then one that I'm incredibly looking forward to using a lot more, particularly in our campaigns, whether it's with J&W or door to door. And that is Google's Notebook LM. Just looking at it and reviewing what we can do with that right there, just it's hard for me to explain. And I'm not going to try it because we're going on 10 minutes here. And this is supposed to be 5 minutes. But Notebook brings all your resources together in one place and just starts creating shit, just really cool stuff. And I can't wait to jump in and start using Notebook LM for the campaign, for everything, period, for everything, everything. And it's part of the Google workspace, which is a bonus. Again, I love Google. Google and I have been together since, oh my God, the 80s. And I was resistant to it, but I am all up in the Google ecosystem. But anyway, check if you're not using, my fellow consultants, if you're not using AI, whether it's one tool or everything that I'm doing, and there's even more tools that we use, if you're not using AI, get out, get out of the space. Really, you shouldn't be consulting, period. I mean, there's ethical use of AI, there's reasonable use of AI. You can do it. Embrace it. It's awesome stuff. And the different projects that I'm involved in that uses AI, uses digital assets, tokenization. It's just, it keeps me busy. However, it makes me more efficient. The innovation is incredible. The efficiency is incredible. I get so much done that frees me up to grow my business or businesses. Anyway, please like, share, hit the notification button, all that good stuff. If you have family or friends, influencers in the wild that you know, those candidates, those electeds that you think can benefit from our content, please share with them. And we'd love to hear what you have to say, please. I love to respond to the comments, even the snarky ones. Sometimes I get a little snarky. Am I going to apologize for that? No, I'm not. Okay, so thank you again. I really appreciate it. I love what I do. It is August, everyone. If you're not, especially here in Florida, if you're not already working on your campaign, because here in Florida, we're past a year away from the elections, because the elections begin, the actual voting begins in July of next year, 2026. So whenever you're watching this, the election begins with the vote by mail ballots that go out to the people overseas and the people out of state. And then the ballots go out to those folks who requested the vote by mail ballots. And then, of course, you have the early voting. So that all begins in July. So we're actually 11 months into this already. Elections start early and they end in early voting. If you're waiting until election day to determine whether or not you won, then you already lost. Okay? So God bless. I love you. Thank you. We'll see you the next time. This is Counter Politics with